Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the settings that you guys want to use here in Chapter 3, Season 3. I'm going to be covering all of the settings, including controller sensitivity settings that you want to use that is going to be the most optimal and best for the season. So definitely stay tuned to the video. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a VBuck giveaway. I bought a ton of these VBuck cards for you guys to have. If you guys would like to receive a card and enter the giveaway, all you guys have to do is simply drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and drop a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be giving out one of these cards every single Friday. I will share the screenshot of the winner in the video, so make sure you guys stay updated if you are interested in winning free V-Bucks. And lastly, if you guys want to support me in the item shop, just go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in creator code Young Humor, and you guys will have me supported in the item shop as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be covering all of these settings and sensitivities that you guys want to use here in Chapter 3. So going down to my video settings and to my graphics. Now these really just are personal preference on what you want to use. I currently just don't have them on at all. So whatever you want to use if you're colorblind, you can try out. There really isn't any advantage of playing on any specific colorblind. So down in my graphics quality setting, if you are on PC, I do recommend playing on performance mode and then putting your view distance to medium. As far as your textures, you can put these on medium, high, or epic. It really just is up to you, but the reason for medium view distance, it allows you to see loot from a little bit further over, say, near. So when you're landing, you can see loot from a little bit further out, but it doesn't tax your FPS as much as it does on a high or epic. So medium is the go-to for your view distance. Textures doesn't really matter too much. You can kind of play on whatever you would like. And in your advanced settings, you would have VSync off. And of course, being on performance mode is going to give you the lowest latency possible. And you definitely do notice it coming over from DirectX 11 or even DirectX 12. Being on performance mode is the way to go for this season. Going to give you the most FPS, and it has the lowest input delay. I prefer high meshes. It looks a lot better than low meshes. So you can try them both out, but high meshes definitely looks really good. Low meshes makes everything look really blocky and just honestly looks really, really bad, but you will get the best performance on low meshes. Going over to my game settings, you want to have the mantle activation on hold jump, so you don't accidentally mantle when you're not meaning to. You just hold down your jump button continuously, and it will mantle for you if you want to. You want to have the auto open door feature on. It makes it a lot easier when you accidentally mess up the bottom 3-corner edit. It won't slow your momentum down. It'll make a door, and it's just the best setting to use. And in the combat settings, you just want to have everything that I have here. The auto sort consumables to the right at the bottom, it really doesn't matter because in the preferred item slots, you want to have exactly what I have here. You want to have your shotgun, SMG, and then for 3 and 4, I just have mine as consumable item, but it really just is any item like your heals, impulse grenades, just really anything else other than your shotgun, SMG, and assault rifle for your loadout. And that's kind of what I recommend for the loadout in this season and previous seasons. Is I recommend 3 weapons. Your assault rifle, usually an AUG is your go-to. Shotgun, use the striker or pump. And then for the SMG, you want to go ahead and use the combat SMG. It's just so absolutely broken. This season's been broken for last season as well. So you want to make sure you have all 3 of those weapons because they're really great and super OP. And then running 2 heals, or you can run a heal and impulse grenades. That's also a really good loadout as well. And going down to the bottom into my build settings, you want to have the disable pre-edit option on, turbo building on, confirm edit on release on, and then towards the bottom, you just want to have exactly as I have here, tap to search / interact, have that on. And then the replays, you want to have these off. There's no reason to have these on. It causes more input delay if you do have them on, and almost none of you guys actually use the replays. So if you don't use the replays, then you have them off because it's going to help with your frame rate. It's going to make everything a lot more responsive. So you want to make sure you have that setting off. And as far as my HUD scale, I like to have mine at 80%. You can go a little bit lower if you want. You definitely don't want to have it at 100% because it just takes up a little bit too much space on your screen. And the more you can see, the easier it is to track players and just see people from a closer distance. because if you're in a box with someone and then your mini map and your weapons take up half your screen, it's very difficult to see them. So going into my controller sensitivity options here, and that what I recommend for this season, my slide hold time, I've been experimenting being on the lowest setting as a 0.010. Now I like this a lot. It allows me to slide around very quickly, but if you have this setting on the lowest and you find yourself accidentally sliding when you're not meaning to, then you want to turn it up until you don't, because you want to slide as quickly and as effectively as possible, but you also want to make sure you're not accidentally sliding if you're not meaning to. And going into my sensitivity settings, I recommend a 2.3 for your building, a 2.3 for your editing, and my advanced look sensitivity settings, horizontal and vertical, I recommend a 40% for the season. You can also use like a 42 or 44%. That's also really great as well. But these sensitivity settings are great for building and editing. They're a little bit on the fast end, but being on a faster building and editing sensitivity is going to allow you to keep up much better with a lot better and faster players this season. So being able to build and edit faster really is a huge advantage, and that's why I recommend being on a 2.3% or 2.3x when it comes to your building and editing, and then your X and Y sensitivity is a 40%, which is low enough to be able to track players and hit your flick shots, but not too high to where you're overcorrecting and it feels out of control. Into my aim down sight sensitivity, what I recommend is a 9% and a 9% with a 14% boost for my horizontal and vertical speed. And then I have a 0.2 for my ADS turning boost ramp time. This sensitivity setting is really great for hitting your shots with your assault rifle and your SMG when it comes to medium and long ranges. You can slightly change these if you want. If you want to go like a 7% for your horizontal and vertical speed, you definitely can do that. If you want to maybe go to 13% or 15% for your boost, you can definitely do that as well. I just recommend these settings and then maybe making small adjustments if something feels a little bit better on a higher or lower sensitivity. But these settings feel amazing. I'm able to hit my shots very consistently from long range, close range, and medium range. So these settings really are great for the season. My look dampening time is currently on a 0. You can use this setting. I think it's really great for a lot of players. If you do struggle to hit your shots and you want to improve your aim quickly, using the look dampening time will slow down your aim just a little bit and make it a lot easier to be able to hit your shots from longer ranges. So that's a setting that I do recommend for a lot of players who do struggle to hit your shots with your assault rifle. And going down into my last sensitivity settings, my dead zones are currently 10% for my left stick, and my right stick dead zone is a 9%. Foot controller settings off. Vehicles accelerate with thumbstick off, so I accelerate with the right trigger and left trigger. It just gives me a little bit more control over my vehicle. But if you want to have this setting on, you can. It is personal preference. But those are all of the controller sensitivity settings here in Chapter 3, Season 3 that I recommend all controller players to try out. And if you do have specific preferences, you can raise or lower each of the settings by a couple points to suit your preferences and needs. But these settings really are great, and I highly recommend giving them a try if you are looking for some new sensitivity settings to try out, or the ones you currently are using just don't feel very good for the season. I highly recommend giving these a try. And the last thing that I want to cover and go over in this video is going to be the binds that I use. If you guys want to know, I do use 4 paddles, so if you don't use paddles or claw, then your binds are going to look much different than mine. But with my paddles, my upper left paddle is still my pickaxe, my upper right paddle is my edit button, my bottom left paddle is my jump, and my bottom right is unbound here for B. But in the next option, I think it's like the build controls, I have this for my traps and launch pads or just anything in that slot, which, yep, it is my build controls. It's trap picker, place, and interact. And that's what I use for my bottom right paddle. So those are the 4 paddles that I use and what I recommend for my settings. And then I have my emote wheel on Y in the build controls. It's the only place I could find to put it. And for my editing controls, I like to have my confirm as left trigger and then having my reset as right stick. You can also have your right bumper as your reset as well. That's pretty good too. But these are all of the binds that I use with 4 paddles. So like I said, if you guys play with claw or if you guys play with no paddles, then your settings are going to look a lot different. But if you guys wanted to know what I have, that is the setup that I'm currently using. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys could drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified for every single time I upload a new video here on this channel. But with that being said, I appreciate all you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I will see you next video.